Oh my gosh, I've just arrived at Ravana Garden. It is a boutique luxury hotel, eco-conscious and sustainable, located just a short drive from Hambantota on the South Sri Lankan coast. It's located right on the beach. Let's take a tour. The drive to Ravana Garden from Gaul took approximately 3 hours because we took a few stops along the way. This is the scenery you get to enjoy as you arrive at the resort. It's surrounded by beautiful rice paddies. You'll see there's white heron, lots of nature, tropical birds, and we even saw a local farmer herding his water buffalo, which are used to make local curd. It had rained just as we arrived, so you can see the road was full of pretty puddles. Upon arrival, the staff will raise the gate and you can have your car parked right here where the staff will then take your luggage and bring it to your room. We wanted to quickly get a tour of the vegetable garden. Everything's well labeled and they have a gardener on site. So here is some turmeric. You can ask any questions about how these are grown. They also had beans as well as these huge spicy chilies which they use in the kitchen. After you've hopped out of your car, and you will be taken to the lobby, walking through these beautiful tropical gardens. The foliage is really gorgeous. And they also have this beautiful meditation garden. As we head towards the lobby, there are some florals sitting in water to greet you. They smell amazing. There's lots of comfy seating. The lobby looks over the main pool, so you can see the meditation garden on the right. There's beautiful Sri Lankan antiques, some comfy couches, and the pool to our left with the beach in the distance. When you arrive, you'll be given a cool ushibori towel to help cool you off, as well as a freshly squeezed juice. This was a delicious mango juice. We're going to walk to our honeymoon villa. You'll see all throughout the resort there are hanging gardens as well as just lush tropical plants. We stayed in the honeymoon villa, so we're going to give you a little tour. As you step inside, you'll see it's floor-to-ceiling windows. There's a bathtub on the left surrounded by gardens. There's just more trees and well-manicured gardens. This is a living room area as well as 2 couches that pull out to futons, so if you're traveling with kids, they can sleep in this room. This is the big queen-size bed with a 4-poster. We've got 2 seats to relax as well as lots of natural light. The curtains closed so you can have a good night's sleep. The bathroom I really loved. It has a sink as well as a toilet and a huge bath shower area with a rain shower, and there's areas to hang your wet swimsuit and towel to dry off in that area as well. And right from the bed, the real special treat here is a plunge pool with a waterfall. So if you are planning a honeymoon in Sri Lanka and you like a rustic nature vibe, this pool is for you. They have a great wellness program at the hotel. The guests who stay at the spa have an appointment with an Ayurvedic doctor, so they will give you some suggestions after reading your pulse. The Ayurvedic spa room has 2 different Ayurvedic beds as well as a classic steam bed, which is on the left. And there's really lovely views overlooking the beach, so while you're having a massage, you can enjoy the sounds of the rolling waves. After Amy's oil massage, which was done with Ayurvedic spiced oil, they used this steaming machine to steam her skin before the finish. There's also a spa room by the beach, which has a couples treatment area, so you can have 2 massages at the same time. This is located just steps from the beach. Right here is a view. You can almost see the rolling waves. The swimming pool is located at the heart of the resort. You can see it from the lobby as well as the restaurant, and it overlooks the beach, a great place to cool off on a hot day. When we visited, it was almost 35 degrees Celsius and humid, so a swim after breakfast or before dinner is ideal. The beach is gorgeous. We really found these 2 dogs to be our canine buddies on the trip. They love going for a walk with guests on the beach. You can see these rolling waves. I filmed this just before breakfast, so you can see there's some beautiful morning light along the beachfront. The restaurant is a petite space. There's only 8 villas and rooms at this hotel, so there's a table for each guest. Breakfast is served every morning with Sri Lankan taste, so you'll get a tropical fruit platter, usually a selection of breads. You can order coffee or a selection of local teas. We got a chai with ginger, and one of our breakfasts was a local Sri Lankan dosa made with rice flour. You can see it's yellow, so it's got turmeric, which we scooped up with a shredded coconut. All of the meals at the resort are set menus, so you never select your own dishes, but you can let them know about your preferences. For dinner, we had a spread that featured onion bread as well as whole grain bread, a gourd salad with a crispy pakora and tamarind sauce, a potato soup. This is a chicken leg with fried egg and a curry topped with jackfruit. They also provided sorbets, so this is a local lime sorbet, which Amy really enjoyed, and the curry sauce over the jackfruit was a nice touch. They also offer cooking demonstrations and classes. This is a brick oven that they use to bake bread, and the property also has a spice factory, so you can purchase these in the retail shop. They use the local ground spices in many of the dishes. Today, the chef is starting with a local coconut potato curry with lime and spices. Really simple dish to make, vegetarian, vegan friendly, and we had a little taste test after they put that on a plate for us. So Amy's a big fan of potatoes. They were really tender. You can use a Yukon Gold for this. And after that, they showed us how they use their local spice mix as well as the local tamarind that they prepare in jars that you can purchase to marinate the fish that they were going to be serving for dinner that evening. So after adding the spices, garlic, and some oil, as well as lime juice, as some salt and pepper, they then added big scoops of tangy tamarind, which is an exotic fruit that is very popular in Thailand, Sri Lanka, India, and even Mexico. Tamarind is sour and sweet, and it's used as a paste for this skate fish, and slathered on the prepared fish. And then they're going to take these fish once totally slathered and slowly bake them in the oven. This will be our dinner tonight alongside the potato curry, and we are so looking forward to it. Because Ravana Garden is located in a fishing village, you're really going to want to be a seafood lover here because many of the dishes showcase seafood. In the evening, we also got a cooking demonstration on how to make hoppers. Egg hoppers are one of my favorite Sri Lankan dishes. You can see that they have a rice flour-based batter that is got coconut milk in it instead of water. They crack an egg into the center, so the exterior gets really nice and crunchy, and then the bottom is more soft and spongy. You mix up that egg a little bit, and then you put the top right on top after swirling it around so that the egg can then cook and steam into the batter. Amy wanted to have a go, so any tourist can join in on the fun. She became an expert hopper maker. You really have to use your wrist to get that batter around the very unique pan. It's a hopper pan. It's quite deep in the shape of a dome so that when the hoppers come out, they're the perfect size. Amy's now going to crack an egg into that hopper that she's just prepared in the pan, and then she's going to scramble it on the top. This is traditionally served for breakfast, but you can have it any meal of the day, and we like it when it's served with shredded coconut that's often got some chili in there from some spice. One of the signature experiences at the resort is a picnic at the local park. So you step out onto the beach and one of the staff will walk with you, and the dogs of course join along. You get a nice walk along the beach. They typically do this at sunset, and then you do have to climb up a few rocks, so you may want to bring water shoes. We had our bare feet on there because we are basically Tarzan and love nature. From the top, you get really beautiful views overlooking beaches on both sides, and then we're going to walk through this little tunnel of foliage, and on the other side, there's other staff that have set up a beautiful picnic. They had 2 bottles of fresh mango juice, as well as these little snacky balls that are made of semolina and raisins. A nice little snack after a hike. There's plenty to do within an hour's drive of the resort. Dondra Head Lighthouse was one of our favorites. We arrived at Ravana Garden from Gaul, which is it took about 3 hours to get to the resort from Gaul, and we made several stops along the way. One of my favorites was this lighthouse. There were tons of cows that grazing right in front of the lighthouse. The views overlooking the beach are beautiful, and you can see the lighthouse is surrounded by pretty palm trees. This is a really popular place for local families to visit. They even had an official placard for the attraction. You used to be able to walk to the top, but because of an accident, the government has said no more. So just enjoy the lighthouse from the exterior, and you can get really beautiful views of the surrounding ocean as the waves lap across the shore. There are also lots of dogs, so if you're a canine fan, they'll come up to you and you can give them a pat. Another popular attraction on the way from Gull is the Humanaya blowhole. If you've never experienced a blowhole before, you're going to experience one here. Have some patience and listen for the explosions. Whee! We wanted to visit a Buddhist monastery and temple during our stay at Ravana Garden, so their on-site team was super helpful in recommending this Buddhist temple, which is located a 45-minute drive north of the resort. There are lots of other Buddhist temples close by, but this one you'll see in particular is a diamond in the rough, right off the beaten track. Very few tourists visit this place. You can see that they have local kittens as well as dogs, monks on site that you can say hello to. This is one of the temples on the property. This is through the window. You can see some of the Buddhas, but the real reason you want to come here is to hike up these stairs. I suggest bringing some comfortable shoes. It only takes about 10 minutes, but it is steep. Once you get to the top, you'll find this beautiful white stupa. Make sure to take some time to have a little selfie action, and then once you get inside, you're going to see a seated Buddha, a ceiling filled with beautiful white, blue, and pink flowers, and then panel reliefs sharing the story of Buddha's life. This is the view as you step back down, so it really is a gorgeous visit. What we loved most was all of the monkeys that followed us on the drive back to Ravana Garden. So along the road from the monastery, you can spot tons of monkey families. They even have signs that alert guests to look out for wild elephants, because elephants are common here as well. We just know you're going to love Ravana Garden. If you're looking to disconnect from the world and just relax on a serene beach, enjoy spa treatments and healthy, delicious, sustainable food, you're going to love your visit to this boutique, luxury, sustainable, eco-friendly resort in southern Sri Lanka.